Nelson Mandela once said, "There is no greater crime than to stand in a position of authority and to use that authority to steal the public's money." If you were to evaluate any Indian politician based on this statement, it would be difficult to overlook Lalu Prasad Yadav and his family. However, this is not an isolated case. Nearly all regional parties are now associated with corruption. By regional, I mean that over the last 5 decades, the majority of states have been governed by leaders from regional parties who rose to power by advocating for the cause of the people. The fight against emergency and subsequent shift in political discourse were no less than a revolution. But it is the irony that the ones who fought for the socialism and the cause of the people have become the richest family in the state, with each member holding a constitutional position at the cost of the common people. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Savita Mishra and this is TFI Post. If we specifically talk about Bihar, Lalu Prasad Yadav and his family automatically comes under question. After Lalu gained power, Bihar almost lost its civilizational glory and became infamous under the judiciary coined term Jungle Raj. But people never gave up. And that's why when Tejaswi Yadav commenced his political career, a faction was envisioning a shift in Bihar politics towards development. But it was just a dream that might never be fulfilled. Recently, the ED has raided Bihar's Deputy Chief Minister Tejaswi Yadav's house in Delhi. The house was searched in connection with the Land for Job case in which his father, Lalu Prasad Yadav, is principally accused. The raid by the ED comes days after the CBI grilled his parents. In a series of events, firstly, the former Chief Minister of Bihar, Rabri Devi, was quizzed by the CBI on March 6 at her residence in Patna. The bureau officials questioned her for almost 4 hours, during which Tejaswi and other party members staged a dharna alleging misuse of central agencies by the centre. This is the modus operandi of the Rashtriya Janata Dal. When they were in power, they exploited each and every resources of the government for their own benefit. And as a result, the condition of Bihar deteriorated. When their black chapters started to unravel, they blamed the central government for using investigation agencies. By doing so, they actually tried to cover up the extortion they committed. Lalu and his family are very good at staging dharnas when questioned legally. A day after that, the CBI questioned Lalu Prasad Yadav, who also interrogated regarding the case. Soon after Lalu's questioning began, his daughter Rohini Acharya alleged in a series of tweets that his 74-year-old leader was being harassed. She said, I'm quoting, "I will not spare anyone if anything happens to him. You are troubling my father. It is not right." All this will be remembered. Time is powerful and has great power. In May 2022, CBI filed a corruption case against Lalu, Rabri and their 2 daughters, Misha Bharti and Hema Yadav. The case alleged that they accepted plots of land in exchange for jobs during Lalu's tenure as Union Railways Minister. The FIR regarding the case named a total of 16 people. Apart from Lalu and his family, 12 people who got jobs in the railway zone of Mumbai, Jabalpur, Kolkata, Jaipur and Hajipur were also accused. According to the investigation agency, approximately 12 individuals from Patna were appointed to Group D posts in railways while Lalu was a union minister. In return for these appointments, the accused allegedly received 7 plots of land in the city and elsewhere at a significantly reduced price. The plots were said to belong to the families of those 12 individuals. Furthermore, the Indian Express reported that RJD chief's family acquired over 1 lakh square feet of land for just 26 lakh rupees. However, the land was valued at more than 4.39 crore based on the circle rate at that time. CBI revealed that 3 of the 7 land sale deeds were executed in favor of Rabri. 1 was in Misha's name and 1 was in favor of AK Info Systems, a company in which Rabri purchased the majority of shares in 2014, and 2 were gift deeds in Hema's name. Interestingly, Lalu Yadav is hailed by the opposition leaders as one of the best railway ministers of all time. And it looks like the reality of such claims is surfacing. But it is not only that the railway department that is exploited by the Lalu Prasad Yadav. He is also convicted in the fodder scam. Bihar's Animal Husbandry Department officials collaborated with suppliers and contractors to carry out the fodder scam, an elaborated scheme to defraud the public. False invoices for livestock supplies were created and fictitious numbers of livestock were recorded to justify fraudulent expenditures. The embezzled funds were diverted to personal accounts, resulting in the loss of Rs 950 crore, that is equivalent to 133 million US over several years. The fraud was finally exposed by the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, and several officials including Lalu Yadav, the then CM, were subsequently convicted. The web of corruption is so dense that the whole economy of Bihar paid the price. Now, after the unveiling of the Land for Jobs scam in the railways, Lalu Yadav's another chapter of corruption is unfolding. Lalu will have to pay for what he has done to the people of Bihar. Although his party leaders claim that he made the railroad a profitable department, if this is the cost, then the question is, what was it worth then? What Lalu did, he will face punishment for it. But the more important question is raised on Tejaswi Yadav's career. During the first time when he was Deputy CM, he was accused of corruption, due to which CM Nitish Kumar broke the alliance and formed a government with the BJP. And for the Land for the Job cases too, it seems like he is under the ED's radar. In India, it is always said that the debt of ancestors is always paid by the future generation. But it must not be understood that Tejaswi is paying for his father's past sins. Actually, he is also alleged to be involved in many corruption cases. So the reality is that Lalu Yadav in his entire life ran a business of corruption, thereby creating acceptance in his entire family. So much so that his entire family thinks that it is their birthright, and so they protest any fact-based legal investigation. But Tejaswi Yadav must understand that the times have changed and now people are more aware. And so it is Tejaswi Yadav's career that will pay the cost.